What's happening, guys? This is James Blonde. This time we're taking a first look at Scarlet Blade. Sorry. The latest mature MMORPG from Aeria Games, and I got a chance to check out the back end of the early access closed beta, no pun intended, to show you guys what the game's all about. And here we are in the class selection screen taking a look at the Defender class. Now first off, before you get to this screen, you choose a faction between the Royal Guards or the Free Knights. I chose the Free Knights, mainly because when reading about their background, they tend to be chaotic and live by trial and error, whereas the Royal Guards, on the other hand, are much more formal, focusing on justice and honor, pretty much living up to their names. There didn't seem to be any trait differences between the two choices, just the starting zones.
Shadow Walker. This stealthy killer prowls the shadows and strikes with more devastating melee attacks than any of her sisters.
So that's cool. The game gives you a brief rundown of each class as you select them. Now the Shadow Walker here is even more melee than the Defender, which is primarily tanky.
Whipper. A powerful melee fighter with excellent range, this Arkana specializes in brutal AoE skills that chew through packs of foes.
Wow, this is gonna hurt you more than it hurts me. This is an even more unique multi-target melee class that has sort of across-the-board stats, good for, crowd control and whatnot.
Punisher. A ranged destroyer. She specializes in blasting away multiple enemies at once, from a safe and elegant distance.
There we go. Here's a ranged AoE attack class that also focuses on special abilities, maybe cloaking
Sentinel.
or group shield.
Quick as lightning and deceptively non-threatening by design. Most enemies won't know what hit them until it's too late.
And if all else fails, I guess you can nag them to death with your voice. This is more like an assassin class, but using like pistols, so it's a little bit more ranged.
The only Arkana with a healer's touch. This battle angel shoulders the responsibility for the lives of her entire party.
And of course here we have the medic with some huge legs on her mech. Oh wait, maybe she thought I was talking about her. I think I'm gonna go with the Shadow Walker class. I was hoping to play one of the melee classes with high attack damage, and this one's kind of an assassin style class with possible cloaking abilities, and I want to see her claws. Yeah, her claws. Now the mech you saw behind each class is a cool feature to the game that is used for both PvP and PvE, but it is something that you have to wait till higher levels to get. And it has a cooldown, but I'll find a little bit more time later to talk about that. For now, customization. Let's take a look at what we got here. Alright, so it looks like you can use your mouse to kind of scroll up and down by holding right click, and looks like we've got quite a few presets we can check out here. Kind of changes the style of the face and hair. It's already set up. I don't think that there's going to be any particular presets here that are actually going to look bad. I don't know, the green hair wasn't so much, but let's see here. The blue hair is cool. Definitely going to go with that. The game is set in a futuristic style, so, but not that futuristic. Not digging the weird sunglasses there or whatever those are. So, alright, so I'm going to start with that. Let's check out the different faces you have here. They're not named, so you just kind of have to remember which one you like. And from the thumbnail perspective there, you can't really see it, so you have to kind of go over and just check and remember which one you like. The problem here is that all of them look good, so you can get really picky on what you want. Alright, so next up we're going to choose the face. It looks like those are all preset, and I'm not sure if we're going to have any more adjustments. I really like this one's kind of got that stern look, so I'm going to go with that. And I want to try to match the eyes up with it, just because the red looks like it stands out. Nice! I like that. The pink, let's see, brown, no. Purple, that's kind of cool. It's kind of hard to see though. Blue, same thing. I like something that stands out. That's a little better, that kind of matches their outfit, but the red is just, it's so much different. I know, I'm sure everybody's going to choose red. Alright, lipstick, that's important too, of course, let's see here. Yeah, that's kind of cool, because it stands out, like I said. And, I don't know, I may have to match it with the red. That's kind of cool. Let's see. Oh, man, no, I really like that. That looks pretty cool. That's just different. I'm going to have to stick with that. And now we got to choose the hair. The problem with the hair here is they all look pretty good. I don't see any of them that I don't like. Maybe that one. I don't really like that one too much, but this one here is pretty cool because I like how it has a lot going on in front, because you got you're not hiding the features, but it's kind of, I don't know, framing the features. And that's pretty cool too. It's pretty much the same haircut, just put up. Let's see here. That's blonde. Not so much. The green is just weird. Ooh, I like the purple. That's pretty neat. Let's see if I can darken that up a bit and maybe match the lipstick a little bit. That's pretty cool. I like that right there. That is the look. Too bad I can't make all my characters in games look like this. So moving on to the clothes here. This could be potentially dangerous for viewers. Let's see here. So we can take a look at the high-end costumes, which this one here looks a little bit, like a dominatrix, which is appropriate for the game. Not sure if I like this one so much. It's kind of weird. but that's a lot of leather. She's probably the most clothed one in the game. Let's see what happens when we click. Holy crap. Got a short little glimpse there of what you could possibly see later on in the game if you you actually purchase the Founders Pack, and you can actually remove all the clothes. So, alright, well, oh man, I just totally hit the random button. Developers, please don't put this random button at the very end of the customization. It takes you a while to customize your character and get it all right, and then you hit random at the end. You have to start all over again, which isn't too bad, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to start and make my character again and move on. We'll catch up in a little bit. Alright, so got my character made again, and we are at the starting area of the game trying to figure out, whoa, trying to figure out controls a little bit. Greetings, daughter. What's on your mind? I wonder what could be on my mind. It's her hair. Her hair is huge, let's just say. Alright, so from reading a little bit on the website about who this is basically Mother. This is the hologram version of Mother, and Mother is the AI that split personalities, creating the two different factions. So like she basically, it's a kind of a good and evil, or I don't know if it's good or evil or not, but basically it splits them between the Royal Guards and the Free Knights, and so that's kind of where the story takes place. So yeah, there is a story. A pretty long and interesting one, in fact. Actually, if you go to the website, they have it set up like in entries and stuff like that, similar to that of Firefall, but check it out if you don't believe there's a story. Don't worry, I'll make this a quickie. Don't ever press the skip button or you'll have consequences. Ooh, okay. That sounds... So it's just going to show me here how to move around. It looks like we can auto-travel by just clicking on the NPCs. The name anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And it looks like we're going to go talk to the weapons quartermaster, pick up our weapon. Meanwhile, we'll go ahead and take a look at the background here. Obviously, we're set up in like a technological, like, I don't know, really a warehouse or something like that. I guess it's the arms area or training grounds. But the cool thing about the game is what I was really looking forward to is how the theme is set up. The theme is basically nature entwined with technology. So as you begin to explore the game, you're basically going to see the past ruins of Earth with a bunch of overgrown
I'm Vera.
like mushrooms and all kinds of like different forests and stuff like that. So she's referring to something called the Arkana. Well, the Arkana is essentially genetically engineered, technologically altered or enhanced, augmented super soldiers, which is what I'm controlling right now. You actually create a Arkana. But for now, I've got to eliminate some training dummies, so I'm going to check out the combat here. It looks like it's tab targeting, so I'm going to click on my enemies and basically spam my keys, and it doesn't look like there's any sort of dodging, but I do have 3 skills to check out. Let's check out the claws. Nice! They're actually pretty cool. They're huge! Kind of like everything else in the game. Alright, that was actually pretty easy, and it looked really badass. Let's go ahead and kill another one just for kicks. Why not? Try to see if we can get a better view here, and I mean, honestly, it looks really cool. I'm kind of glad that I chose this class. It sort of reminds me of Raven from Elsword, except, you know, with bigger boobs. I'm not really sure how much tutorial is left, so we'll pause it for now and pick it up when the real game starts. Alright, just took out my first Twilight Beetle there. It's actually my second quest. First quest was to kill these other ones, the Scourge Beetles, but they sound like pigs. It's weird. It's like they use the pig sound effect. Well, that was a little delayed there, but that's alright. Got a Volcano Beetle. Alright, so we gotta kill 5 of these Twilight Beetles. Let's do that. They're kind of weird looking. But I've got to say the combat animations in the game is really cool. I guess we play the waiting game. I don't want to play that game. Let's see here. Alright, so I have to reestablish communications with like the home base sort of thing. That's basically what this sort of main storyline quest here. But for some reason I have to kill these Twilight Beetles in order to do that. Supposedly they are what sabotage that. So we pick up quests by clicking on these little notifications here at the bottom. Like right here. And really? I guess their extermination is important to reestablish communication. That's actually what I'm thinking. Like, what the heck does that have to do with it? Alright, so let's take a look at the skills here. Let's see what damage I do here. 35 to 47 on this one. It's a regular auto attack. 104 to 42 with no... Well, that's kind of weird. And then 104 to 42. It's the same, but it does have additional 500 crit damage. So each one of my skills is increasingly more powerful. Wow, I just keep getting these notifications. I don't care. I want to play the game. Let me play the game. Alright, so I gotta find a Spiral Vine. Not sure if that's a quest item or an enemy or what is this. So we're gonna figure that out. See the background here, we've got a bunch of like ruins and like old highway looking systems. I'm not really sure what that is, but we also have like these huge trees and plants that are bigger than everything else. overall the graphics look good, but then you have some textures just don't quite fit the rest of it, like some of the concrete and things like that. Other than that, from a distance here, like if you look up in this area, it's actually looks pretty cool. That's kind of the theme that I really like in a game, is when you have that sort of really strange landscapes with like nature and technology, or ruins in this case. According to my mini-map up at the top right there, it looks like there's a lot of enemies around. I guess they're expecting a huge player base right off the bat, but as of for right now, I'm in the early access closed beta, and so there's not too many other players around. In fact, I probably won't see any. This is the spiral vibe I'm looking for. Let's see. Alright, got that done. That was easy enough. Let's, what's next? Alright, let's take a look at the inventory. I haven't got a chance to do that yet. We got some phantom shoes here. Can't use because they're level 3. I'm only level 2, but it doesn't seem like it'll take too long before I can use that. Alright. Oh, these are the social skills. Go ahead and do that. Equip those. Might as well get them out of my inventory that way. And I think I see some malfunctioning repair drones over there. Either have to fix them or kill them. Probably kill them. Yep, kill. Alright, take a look at the skills. Active skills, doesn't look like I can do any. I have 1 point I can use, but it doesn't look like I can use these points. So passive skills, yep. Okay, so the little plus here is able to be used. That one does 5% increase health, and I'll do that. Because the other one's just mana, and I'd rather do health early level. There's my social skills. I'll go ahead and put those on my F2 hotbar here. F2 and F3. Just to see what those do. Let's check it out.
Greetings from the shadows.
Okay. Well, there you go. So I can imagine later on, once you're into like the club scene and whatnot, you'll have a lot more social skills you can get for like dancing and things like that. Take care of these repair drones. I've already killed some of these in the tutorial. It's the same ones essentially. So they're actually very easy to kill. A couple hits there. Already done. Collecting communications cables from these repair drones, so it makes sense. I guess they're malfunctioning and they were repairing this communication thing, which actually looks pretty cool. I like the textures on that. It looks very Star Wars-esque. And I guess they held on to the communications cables. What are we doing here? The enemy's trap is the name of this quest here. Commander, big problem. I accidentally connected the unauthorized Royal Guard's communications while repairing our cable. Of course you did. Crap. Oh, that's neat. Leveling up looks pretty badass, not gonna lie. Got butterflies and digital artwork and stuff. Alright, greetings. I am whatever my name is. A senior shadow walker in charge of training. Okay, so this is more tutorial stuff, so it's probably going to show me how to use my abilities and stuff like that, which I just got through doing. So hit K and take a look at the active skills tab. So I can upgrade this one. But if you look here, the skills are color-coded. I suppose it's based on the elemental damage they do or the type that they are. And so I'll go ahead and upgrade this one. It's going to give me a little bit more damage to my attack. And okay, so here are the categories there, that plasma, voltage, atomic, and particle. So I guess that is the type of damage that they do, or the type of skill, at least they are. And I suppose that's going to come into play later on in the game. Uh-oh, so it looks like the Royal Guards hacked our communications. It's not good. Hacked our... Ooh, whoa. Creepy. She doesn't look like the Royal Guard. She looks more like the Free Knights, actually. Whatever. Gotta kill Cherry now. That's definitely a stripper name. It says I didn't hit K. What the heck? It says press K to view the shadow. Okay, I did that. What's the deal? Whatever. Oh well. Let's find our spore foundlings. Oh, that is at faunlings, which would make sense for the game. All the innuendos. Oh, here we go. Just need to clear it out. Hit skip. I don't want to hit skip. No, skip is bad. Finish. Very well. Sometimes false hope is just as good as a real thing. Okay. I bet there's a lot of sexual innuendos in this game. You just have to look for them. So I gotta kill these spore guys, I guess, for more mobile communications. I guess they're taking cables too. This is this sort of quest style, kill everything because we're accusing them of taking our communications cables. Alrighty, we'll do that then. Kill this. It looks like a flying, like, jellyfish type bird thing. It's weird, but cool. Kind of the scenery and the creatures from the Avatar movie. Almost. I guess that's what they were trying to go for. But then again, if you think about it, if they have all this like exotic landscape and whatnot, you'd think they'd have like multiple races to choose from or something of the Arkana, or you could customize your Arkana even more so. I don't know. Like, The game kind of reminds me of Otherlands, but in Otherlands you can completely customize your character like how you want him to look. So you still have the same sort of like Arkana, like Sergate type of thing you're controlling as your character, but you get to make them look however you want to. Whether you want them to make them look simple or advanced, doesn't matter. You have the eDNA, you can kind of choose that. Kind of like you can in the Secret World, where you can just make your character look like what you want them to look like. I think that would be a cool feature in this game. I mean, I guess you could keep all the boobs and the skimpy outfits and stuff like that, but then give the option for advanced customization where you can make your character look like that. Okay. Kill the spore guys. And got no rewards out of that except for EXP, but that's okay. What else we gotta do? Want to show you something. Will you indulge with me for a moment? I guess so. Let's do that. I guess we gotta pick a quiet place in the woods to do something here. The gruff. Alright, what do we have? The quest is called A Mother's Love. Don't tell me I have to kill this thing. Oh no, okay, I guess we just had to check them out. Look at the pretty animals. That's a good quest there. So far the quests have been, you know, go kill X number of this, in whatever order we have you kill it in. Now hopefully I get to kill Cherry, the stripper. The spy, the stripper spy. Now I gotta kill these spore monarchs. Didn't I just kill matriarch? Sorry, not monarchs. Did I just kill these guys? Oh, I guess I killed a bunch of them when I was supposed to be killing the spore foundling. Oh well. Well, seeing that the quests at the moment are just kill this and collect that, I guess I'll jump ahead once again and show you the fight between the stripper and I, and then get into some slightly higher level gameplay later on. Alright, finally, my quest is now to capture Cherry. I don't kill her. The stripper. I like to call her a stripper. I've already killed a bunch of these animals, like the festering hound and whatnot, so let's attack her. Hopefully, we get like a simulated PvP attacking. Nope, actually, I'm wrong. She's just evading my attacks. Just taking it like all strippers do. Attacking an Arkana elite is a death warrant. Mark my words, I will kill you. I was kind of hoping for that to begin with. That was very anticlimactic. It was far less epic than I was hoping for. Well, after capturing the spy stripper Cherry, the storyline had me back to killing things in numbers again, sadly. So since I wasn't far into the game, I started over with a new character, the Punisher class this time, just to kind of get an idea of the range attacks in the game. So with this character, I'm level 11, and I just picked up this fancy new mount, which is kind of like a Segway, sort of weird looking, sounds like a vacuum motorcycle. And I also have a little pet that at the moment doesn't do anything. Alright, so we're going to enter this dungeon, which is a level 9 dungeon. I've actually already been through this dungeon, but I wanted to show you this dungeon because I wasn't recording earlier when I went through it the first time. We'll take out these buzzard flunkies. Now, these guys are on Blitz, which is like a drug, basically. So that's how the storyline is going so far. After killing Cherry and whatnot, I have to kill these guys that are on Blitz. These are guys that we used to trust, but now they're on Blitz, and so they're corrupting all kinds of stuff. My shots do quite a bit of damage. I showed you the first and second shot just then, and this is the third. It's here, which does a lot more crit chance. That didn't crit, but everything seems to be critting so far because I'm higher level than these guys. Doing some pretty good damage. I learned a fourth skill around level 6, and it does a little bit more of a rapid fire shot. It kind of shoots like 3 shots. Essentially the same amount of damage. Plus, I also learned a special skill, which gives me a huge shield. Now, these volcano beetles here, they said not to shoot these things, and this is probably the reason why. Because they one-hit you if you shoot them. If you can't kill them to begin with, then you die right away. I can imagine, though, if you do kill it, then you probably get a lot of EXP. You probably level up from that sucker. Or they drop something really badass. I don't know. One thing I'd like to point out is that I did not actually sacrifice anything for dying. So there was no punishment, no EXP loss, no currency taken away or anything. Actually, the only thing I lost, or would have lost if I had any sort of buffs or anything like that from some of my various hypo vials that I've picked up over leveling. Now my skills are still increasingly more powerful than the next, and my special skill here is actually unique. I just picked this up at level 10. It's a defense cocoon. So basically I can use this if I have you know, other players playing with me or whatever, or just, you know, soloing. I can use this to shield myself from incoming attacks a little bit within a certain AoE. So it's one of the defense special abilities of this particular class. It's funny though, getting up to this point, the quests seem to stay the same. It's always kill this, kill X number of whatever it was. But it's funny because it says either capture or tame or release or whatever. No matter what it said, you still killed whatever it was. And I thought that was kind of interesting. It was like, tame these elegant looking beasts. Okay, so in other words, kill them. Okay, I'm on it. Alright, I'm going to use some of my hypo-vials. I'm going to take care of these guys. I aggroed them on accident. I'm going to use my hypo-vials before I take on the raid boss there, the Buzzard Foreman. Kill him. Hurry, just die. Alright, cool. Okay. So take a look at the hypo-vials I have. I picked these up just as I went along. And I've got some that heal me, some that give me MP, and some that increase my attack, some that increase my defense, and some like this one here, I have no idea what it does. The Void 300 increase. I just got that one, I really wasn't sure what it said. I need to go back and take a look at that. But the point is that you get basically all your consumables that give you all these stats and whatnot. You get them in the form of these hypo vials, and that's how that works. So you're looking at basically what color does what. Alright, so I'm going to put out my force field, my defense cocoon. I'm going to start attacking this guy, aggroing him. Looks like he's not going to be able to do a whole lot of damage to me. Just because I'm, like I said, higher level than him. But this is attacking a boss. Really not having to worry about the damage intake. I'm not sure exactly how this shield thing is working out. Maybe I'm not using it right. I don't know. Either way, I didn't take a whole lot of damage, and that was actually pretty easy to take him out. So they're going to head back into town, show you a little bit of town, and wrap up the video. So we're actually headed back to the first town area of the game where you can do all your normal MMORPG activities, such as like, you know, sell, trade, craft, enchant, whatever. Later on, I believe it's like level 15, you have access to the nightclub where you can hang out in lingerie with other players, ordering drinks, you know, that also work like hypo vials. Also at level 15, you get access to PvP. You can play on the Janus map, which is 35 versus 35 in tower defense and deathmatch against the obviously the opposing faction. And at level 17, players get their mechs, which you can use for PvP or PvE. When you call your mech, it basically increases all of your skills exponentially for the duration. They also look pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie. Plus, you can get the exosuit, which is only available for PvP, but it's very similar to the mech suit in terms of its abilities. Both are supposed to be really well balanced for the in-game PvP according to the producers. But for now, guys, that's all I have to show you for Scarlet Blade. Sorry about the gameplay was all chopped up. I wanted to show you at least two classes, lower and a bit higher level gameplay. The game isn't bad if you don't mind all the boobs, the female-only character selection, and the innuendos. I really wish it had more of an action combat system like Terra or Neverwinter even, and less grinding, although it seems like it may have been worse because of the quest gathering system, the notifications that pop up like group text basically. But the game is in closed beta, and MMOHut will get you guys some keys like really soon, like maybe even by the time this video is live. Other than that, if you're looking for more information about Scarlet Blade, check out their official website for plenty of backstory info and class bios, which are actually really funny, by the way. Or head over to the game profile at MMOHut.com. But for now, guys, that's going to be it from me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.